Hey YouTube, and welcome to another video with myself, Microbox of X. Fresh from the weekend. It's taken me till today to do a video because I've been hungover since I got back from EGX with the guys. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever drunk so much rum in certainly in a 24-hour period, Jesus. But we had such a great time at EGX. Myself, the Welsh Gamer, Andy Mac from the Micropod, and Roscoe from the Legends of Podcasting. And I will be pulling all my stuff together and pulling it in a video at some point this week, hopefully by the end of at least by the end of the weekend. I was just getting the time to do it, but I wanted to do this video today. But go and check the Welsh Gamer's channel out, because he's already done a video, three videos actually. He's done day 1, day 2, and he did a video on the after party, so make sure you go and check that out, to check them out, just to see some of the stuff that we got up to. I had a great interview, a nice chat, a leisurely chat with the guys at the Old World Inc. as well, which I'll be talking about in that video, which was really cool. So some news that might have accidentally been seeped out during that conversation that maybe I shouldn't have been given, but who knows, you never know, possibly. Anyway, you know, we go away for EGX, and we're having such a great weekend. Obviously not keeping an eye on all the news and things like that that's been happening, and everything's happening whilst I'm away. It's just unbelievable. I mean, firstly, the announcement, finally an announcement from Microsoft that we're getting keyboard and mouse support. When I first read this, I thought, you know, it was going to be sponsored by Razer, or it was a deal with Razer, and I thought, I don't shave, you know, what do I need an electric razor for? But then I found out it was to make a keyboard and mouse. No, I mean, it's fantastic because it just opens so many more doors for the console. It's something that was needed, but it was probably needed, I think, in the last generation of consoles as well, because it just opens up so many doors to bring PC games over to the Xbox One. You know, I mean, games like Roller Coaster Tycoon and Age of Empires. I mean, Age of Empires would be a fantastic addition to Xbox One. I've been calling for this since they announced the definitive edition on PC. I mean, I like those style of games. Just now and again, I like to just sit down and just play something like Settlers, or you know, Dungeon Keeper, or you know, something along those lines of clicking. I mean, even Halo Wars. I mean, to me, that is a style of game that needs a mouse to play. You know, keyboard and mouse. It's just so much easier than having to remember all the controls on a controller. So to have a keyboard and mouse, there is a place for keyboard and mouse. Don't get me wrong. You know, I'm not switching to keyboard and mouse and staying to keyboard and mouse. That's not the way it's going to be. And I know this is going to be dependent on whether the developers actually want keyboard and mouse in the game anyway. They have to switch it on. I still feel as if, you know, I mean, even at EGX, I mean, we had an amazing sort of interactive chair, or amazing PC chair that you could sit on, and they had Project Cars 2 on that. But they had it running on keyboard and mouse, and I'm thinking, how can you play these types of games on a keyboard and mouse? And you can, and that goes for like third-party game, you know, third-person perspective games and first-person perspective games. I remember there was a time when I used a keyboard and mouse to play those games. You know, things like Quake and Unreal, Doom. I played them on keyboard and mouse. But to me now, I just feel that they take you out of the game. They're a little bit sort of, what's the word I'm thinking of? It just feels like you've got no sort of immersion in the game. At least with the controller, it's all there and it's all in your hand, and it's there. You know where it all is. With the keyboard and mouse, you're like clicking around and spinning around, and it just doesn't feel right to me. But it suits some games like Age of Empires, and it would be fantastic to see the definitive edition of that game come to the Xbox. I mean, Command and Conquer, all those games are so much more, you know, responsive and quicker on a keyboard and mouse. Lemmings, you know, that's a prime example of a fantastic game, but it is an absolute bitch to play with a controller. It just doesn't work. You need that keyboard and mouse. You need the mouse for the speed, you know, to get around. So hopefully we will see more of that style of game coming to Xbox One now with this keyboard and mouse support. It's been sort of a partnership with Razer, but it doesn't mean you just can use Razer keyboard and mouse. It's any keyboard and mouse, and wireless as well. So it's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to that. So that's good news. We knew it was coming anyway, but now it's been announced officially and it's coming. The other thing as well is Forza Horizon 4. I mean, if you're lucky enough like myself to have the Ultimate Edition on pre-order, we're getting this Friday. but the official release for everybody else is going to be on Tuesday. I've played the demo. I've got the demo on the Xbox One. I've already said in a video previous I was a bit annoyed that it wasn't at EGX at the weekend. I was very surprised that Microsoft and Xbox didn't have a booth with Playground Games and Forza Horizon 4 there. It should have been there in my opinion. But it looks like the scores are making up for their lack of appearance at the show, because the scores are absolutely knocking it out of the park, and it's just incredible to see a 9.6 on IGN. Digital Foundry have done a video today about its performance. GameSpot have given it high. Pretty much, sort of, you can expect a score. I was seeing between 85 and 95. I even saw some websites giving it 10 out of 10. They think it's just blows every other racer out of the water, graphically and player-wise. Just the whole thing is just a polished masterpiece, and I agree with them from playing it. It's just so much fun, and it just looks gorgeous. And Digital Foundry is saying if you run it in the 4K version, that's when you get the HDR lighting on the headlamps, I believe. But other than that, there's not a great difference if you go down to the sort of 60 frames 1080p locked resolution. You're getting still getting a locked frame, but you have the choice of the 60 frames a second on the Xbox One X. But it just looks amazing, and it's set in the UK. It makes a nice change for it to be set over there instead of over here, should I say, instead of Australia or some other far region. I know a lot of people are expecting it to be China, but I'm over the moon that it's set in the UK. Comes down as far as the Cotswolds nearby me. Even better. You never know, I might be able to drive around my house. I doubt it, but I might be able to. I know Snows Hill Manor's on there. It still probably won't be open, it never is. But no, I'm really looking forward to playing it, and I can't wait to get my hands on it on Friday. I know Wingy Gaming is looking forward to getting a hold of that. There's going to be a large group. I'll probably set up a group for the micropod on that game. It just looks amazing, and it's great to see the critics enjoying the game and giving it high scores as well. It makes a nice change, and even Metacritic, before all of the trolls and the fanboys got onto that website, it was just purely locked down to the Metacritic score from the actual proper reviewers, and I think it was sitting on something like 96%, something like that, which is fantastic news. It's great, and it's nice that an exclusive, console exclusive, has come to Xbox, and it's getting good scores, and it's not getting slagged off, and it's not getting this and that and all the usual crap that you get when it's an Xbox One exclusive. It just seems to be the way. It's a popular thing to do, is hate on the Xbox One exclusives, but not in this case. It's just a fantastic game. If you get the chance to play it, or please do so. I mean, if you're into driving games, I think this is one that appeals to a lot of people. You don't have to just be a racing fan to enjoy it. It's one of those games that you can just pick up and play and enjoy, because it's just amazing to play. It really is. I mean, I find a lot of racing games. I love racing games, but I do get the fact that it can be kind of a bit repetitive and just going round and round, and that is the case with some. But with Project Gotham Racing, what am I on about? With Forza Horizon 4, there's just so many different things to do, and if you get the day one edition as well, the ultimate or whatever, then the game pack would be available. You've got the Bond cars as well. I mean, it's a fantastic edition for day one. Certainly if you've got the ultimate edition, I believe the special edition as well. I can't remember what it was called now, but I think you get the Bond cars with that as well. But I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know the Ultimate Edition comes with the Bond pack. You get all of it because you get the season pass. But those games look awesome. Those cars look absolutely awesome. So much fun. It's great to see that upside down pram in there from Your Eyes Only as well. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. So please like, subscribe, leave your comments down below. Don't forget to hit the bell to get notified of new videos. There will be a micropod this Saturday evening at 8 PM with the guys, and the Dragon X is on Thursday with myself and the Welsh Gamer and eRock X, and micropod on Saturday with myself, Sherman, Andy Mack, Del Poi, and of course Hebot, the most powerful gamer. Make sure you check him out on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube as well. That's it for you guys. I'm running out of breath. Too excited. Keep an eye out for my EGX video. It will be coming very soon. Take care. Bye bye.